Self-care, we hear about it all the time, but somewhere along the way, it started to feel like another thing to check off of a to-do list. Bubble baths, face masks, fancy retreats, it all sounds nice, but real self-care is much deeper than that. It's the way we care for ourselves every single day. In the small rituals, the quiet moments, the choices we make to honor our well-being. Hi, I'm Michelle, and today I want to talk to you about self-care in a way that feels sustainable. Simple ways to nourish yourself, not just on the special occasions, but in the everyday moments of life. Self-care doesn't always have to be this curated, Instagram-worthy thing. It's not about perfection, it's about presence. It's about recognizing that we don't have to earn rest. We don't have to justify taking care of ourselves. Think of it this way. How you care for yourself in the smallest ways adds up. It's the way you speak to yourself in your mind, the way you nourish your body, the way you create an environment that feels peaceful instead of chaotic. Real self-care doesn't always look glamorous. Sometimes it looks like saying no to something that drains you. Sometimes it's going to bed early instead of scrolling your phone until midnight. And sometimes it's just taking a deep breath and reminding yourself that you are worthy of care. Self-care isn't just something we do when we have extra time. It's woven into the small choices we make every day. I'm going to share 4 simple acts of self-care that are not about luxury. They're about creating a life that feels good to live in. Number 1, morning and evening rituals. How you start your day matters. Mornings set the tone for the day, and evenings help us unwind and reset. But self-care in these moments doesn't mean having an elaborate, picture-perfect routine. It's about creating small rituals that make you feel grounded. Here are some things you can try. Start your morning with intention. Before reaching for your phone, take a moment to stretch, breathe, or simply enjoy a few sips of coffee in silence. I like to hydrate first thing in the morning. Drinking a glass of water before your coffee wakes up your body and your mind. Try opening a window. Fresh air, even for a few minutes, can change the energy of your space and your mindset. In the evenings, I like time to wind down. You can try dimming the lights, light a candle, or do one small thing that signals to your body that the day is closing. It's not about doing everything perfectly. It's about doing something consistently that makes you feel cared for. Number 2, nourishing your body without overcomplication. We often associate food with guilt or obligation, like counting calories or restricting certain foods or eating in a rush. But what if we saw food as a way to care for ourselves instead? I like to sometimes make my meals an experience. Even when I'm eating alone, which is most of the time, I'll plate my food nicely, sit down and savor it instead of eating mindlessly. Try to listen to your body. Eat when you're hungry and stop when you're full. And choose foods that make you feel nourished and energized. Again, stay hydrated. It sounds simple, but drinking enough water can impact our energy and our mood, and also our focus more than we realize. Also, letting go of food guilt. I like to enjoy my meals fully, whether it's a salad or a piece of chocolate, without labeling them as good or bad. Sometimes the chocolate just really does help my mood. Nourishing your body is one of the simplest yet most powerful ways to practice self-care. The goal isn't perfection, it's balance. Number 3, creating a space that feels like home. Our surroundings have a profound impact on our mood and mental clarity. But self-care in your space doesn't mean buying new furniture or redecorating your entire home. It's about the small, intentional touches that make your space feel good to be in. I like to declutter one small area. A tidy space creates a calmer mind. It doesn't have to be a full cleanup. Just clearing your nightstand or the kitchen counter can make a huge difference in your happiness. Add elements that bring you joy: a cozy blanket, a plant, a photo that makes you smile. Small details that make your space feel comforting. Another thing I like to do is let in natural light. Open the curtains, let the sunlight in, and allow your space to feel airy and fresh. I also like to create a cozy atmosphere. Warm lighting, warm textures, and calming scents can shift how you feel at home. Self-care isn't just about taking care of yourself. It's also about taking care of your environment so that it supports your well-being. Number 4, protecting your energy and setting boundaries. One of the most powerful forms of self-care isn't physical, it's energetic. Protecting your peace, choosing what you consume, and setting boundaries are all ways of telling yourself, I matter. Ways I like to do this is limiting screen time and doom scrolling. Give yourself permission to step away from social media and news when it feels overwhelming. Say no without guilt. Protect your time and energy by declining things that drain you or don't align with your well-being. Be intentional about what you consume. Follow people who inspire you. Read things that nourish your mind, and engage in conversations that uplift rather than drain. Even on days when I'm feeling a little sluggish, if I meet a friend for coffee and we have wonderful conversation, I leave feeling so energized for the rest of the day. Try taking quiet moments for yourself. Even 5 minutes of stillness, whether it's deep breathing, journaling, or simply sitting with a cup of tea, can reset your energy. Boundaries are a form of self-care. Protecting your peace isn't selfish, it's necessary. Self-care is a mindset, not a checklist. At its core, self-care isn't about doing more, it's about being present. It's about showing yourself kindness, even in the messy days. It's about remembering that you are worthy of care even when you don't feel productive or accomplished. And the beautiful thing, self-care doesn't have to be one more thing to fit into your busy schedule. It can be woven into the way you already live. Drinking water, taking deep breaths, playing music that you love, slowing down just for a moment. It's in the small choices we make every day, the ones that say, I matter, my well-being matters. Let me know in the comments what's one small way you're taking care of yourself today. And if this video resonated with you, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching.